English speaking students, and welcome to another Inglês Espetacular class. What is Inglês Espetacular? Inglês Espetacular is a play on words which takes English and spectacular and smashes them together to form kind of like English Spectacular, which teaches Brazilian students how to speak real English like you native. And now, with this new lesson, I'm actually going to do the opposite, and I'm gonna teach you, American or English-speaking person, how to sing Na Sua Cara by Major Lazer with Pablo Vittar and Anitta. If you like this lesson, don't forget to like and comment and subscribe to the channel. Please comment on what other Brazilian songs you'd like to know, you'd like to see here on the channel. Now, let's go right to our lesson. Our first lesson today is Na Sua Cara by Major Lazer, and we are going to see little by little how it is pronounced and actually what it says. I'm sure you guys all want to know what it says, and so we're gonna check that out. We're gonna have a little bit of fun, we're gonna sing a little bit, and so stay with me because here comes Na Sua Cara by Major Lazer. Well, as you know, the song features Brazilian pop star Anitta and Brazilian drag star Pablo Vittar, who's breaking through Brazil's mainstream pop scene with her album Vai Passar Mal. Now let's look at the first phrase in the chorus, in the pre-chorus actually, where Anitta sings. And now we see here, se, okay, which means if, se você, if you. This is very popular in Brazilian Portuguese. People say if you all the time. So, se você, okay, se você. And it's very similar to American English, or actually to English as a whole. And so you will see here that many of the Portuguese phrases are created in the same way that the American phrases are. And so it should be easier for you to catch on real quick. Probably the biggest problem you're gonna have here in this first lesson is with the phonetics of the thing, because Brazilian phonetics are a little bit different. We do a few sounds that you don't do. We connect a few consonants and vowels that you don't connect, and so on, and so in different ways. And so you're gonna see some sounds which might seem a little strange to you, a little bit strange, but don't worry, we're gonna practice them here together, me and you, and I'm sure that you will be able to do these sounds as well, because actually these sounds are apparent in little parts and another syllable here or there in English, and so you should have familiarity with the sound already, but you just never kind of used it in the sequences that we're gonna use here. And so let's go to the first phrase. Se você não vem, eu vou botar pressão. Se você não. This is a word that you might have a little bit of difficulty with. Lots of people, Brazilian has this sound, which is the A with the little squiggly line, and then the O, and so And I've heard lots of Americans, lots of English speakers have problems with so try to practice n. It's kind of like the American schwa. The American schwa is the exact sound of this A plus the little squiggly line. Schwa, okay? So, se você não, okay, we put an O there. Não vem, eu vou botar, not botar, okay? We're not gonna say botar. I know that English speakers like to have that O with the little U sound at the end or the L sound at the end, and so it's O, no, vou botar, okay? Botar, no, botar, okay? Awesome. Pressão, you'll see, okay? Pressão. The A and the O are there once again. You're gonna see this a lot in Brazilian Portuguese, okay? You're gonna see this a lot in Portuguese, because Portuguese is Portuguese. And so, pressão. No, and that means, of course, the translation which you're waiting for is if you don't come, look here, if you don't come, vem, okay? Eu, me, I, will, botar, put. You can best translate it as put, okay? And then pressão, okay? What I would do to actually make this phrase a little bit better, which actually we don't have this here, pressure on. You know, if you don't come, I will put pressure on, just to make it more English, more cultural, more American. And then the second phrase is não vou te esperar. But look, it says te esperar, but actually Brazilians say te. Não vou te, okay? Many people might teach you as te, but actually it's chi, like a chia pet. Chia pet. So, não vou te esperar. Não vou te esperar. Good. Sometimes Brazilians also like to not say the R at the end, you know, so that it's like cooler, it's more stylish, let's say, vocally for them. And so, não vou te esperar, okay? But the right way to say it would be, não vou te esperar. Tô cheia de opção. Tô she, as if we, you know, just like you have the SH sound, like shell. And so the CH sound is your SH sound, shell, okay? And so she says, tô cheia de opção. Tô cheia, de. Now look here, the D, you know, people normally will say de, cheia de opção. You might hear this sometimes, but actually in normal Brazilian Portuguese, you would say G, okay? G. Simply just G opção. Opção. You see here that the C is a little strange. We don't have this in English. And so, what is this sound? How do we make this sound? This sound is simply the sound of an S. It'll always be the sound of an S. And so, don't worry. That is a Brazilian S, let's say. Of course, we do have S as well. I mean, my name has 2 S's, Alessandro. But this C also works as an S. Now, why that happens, who knows? But, you know, so every time you see it, just think of it as an additional S that they threw in there. Now this second line, the translation of the second line is, I am not, no, we don't have to say I. We don't have to say, I mean, we can say eu não vou, of course. She could have said, Anita could have said, eu não vou, eu não sou mulher de aturar sermão. Now look at this word, eu não sou, I am not. Okay, so anytime you want to say I am not, eu não sou, okay? Yeah, like so, like S-E-W, exactly, like so. Eu não sou, okay? Imagine yourself sewing or whatever. Eu não sou. Mulher. This is one of those things that I was telling you guys about. This is one of those things, one of those combinations of consonants that normally you don't have in English. And so, look at this. A few people have problems with this combination, but if we practice it, we'll be able to get it. Look at mulher. Yeah. What a weird sound, right? Yeah. Brazilians are weird, right? Yeah. Mulher. Okay? So try it. Li. It's like lier, like if you wanted to, you know, but you say it so quickly that it's just like mulher, okay? Eu não sou mulher de G, look at G. We've got G over there again. So, you know, G is G. G. Não sou mulher de aturar sermão. Aturar means to take, like when you know, I can't take it anymore in that sense. I can't take it anymore. So she's talking about taking sermons, you know, or accepting sermons from someone. Aturar, okay? Aturar. Now, me encara, cara. Now we see this R here, and when this R is alone in Brazilian Portuguese, when this R is alone, he is pronounced like the sound of ra. Me encara, re, ri, ro, ru. That's how we do all the vowel sounds here. Ra, re, ri, ro, ru. Of course, there are some other sounds as well when you have those little accents and stuff, but, you know, for our basic 5 vowels is ra, re, ri, ro, ru. Now, if you wanted to have that hard R sound like hamburger, you know. And when I say the R sound, I mean the R sound like in the H of hamburger. He, ha, he. Okay? You'll see the sound in Brazilian Portuguese when you have two R's together. So it's actually kind of simple. If it's one R, it's rareridoru. If it's two R's, then it's ha, he, ha, hu. Ha, ha, ha. Okay, awesome. So she says me, okay? No, not me. It's me. Many things that, you know, Brazilian Portuguese is not always like it's written. The actual spoken Brazilian Portuguese is a bit different, and I'll show you all the shortcuts to really get to know the things that matter most so that you can learn Portuguese as quickly, let's say, as quickly as possible. Now, me encara, se prepara. Now you see that it seems like every time you have a consonant and an E, that we always pronounce it like E em vez de E. You saw that I didn't say me or se prepara. I said me encara, se prepara. Okay, good, very good. And it just means basically face me. Now look, in Portuguese, in Brazilian Portuguese, this is a little different. We would say face me, and so you see that the me is after. But Brazilian Portuguese, or actually Portuguese, they like to put the me before. And so before the verb. And so you will see this a lot. The me before the verb. And so you say me encara and not face me. And so me encara, se prepara. Prepare, se means yourself. And so prepare yourself. Prepare yourself. Okay? Awesome. I mean, if we were to, you know, translate it word by word, it would be yourself prepare. You know, in English it just wouldn't sound right. So prepare yourself. And so face me, prepare yourself. And then this last phrase of the pre-chorus is she goes and she says que eu vou jogar okay? The J sound here is jogar, okay? Jogar. Bem. Imagine yourself saying the word bem, like B-A-I-N. You just say B-A-I-M. Bem. Without the like M at the end, but bem, okay? Awesome. Que eu vou jogar bem na sua cara. And so let's not sing the pre-chorus, let's just say the pre-chorus for now, okay? Se você não vem, eu vou botar pressão. Não vou te esperar, tô cheia de opção. Eu não sou mulher de aturar sermão. Me encara, se prepara, que eu vou jogar bem na sua cara. Alright, how did you do? Did you get that? Awesome. I think you did really well. And now let's go to the chorus. Let's go to the chorus because it's small. It's actually just a couple lines there, 2-3 lines. So let's go to the chorus and then you can sing the pre-chorus and the chorus, which is actually the best part. I mean, I always just sing the chorus. I never really know all of the words to all of the songs. So this is already good for you to start practicing your Brazilian Portuguese tongue, to get that native tongue, to get those ra-ra-ra-ra sounds going. And what is the translation of que eu vou jogar bem na sua cara? Well, que eu vou jogar means because, or prepare yourself, you know, because that's a continuation of the se prepara, okay? She says, face me, prepare yourself, and then que eu, que could be interpreted like because I am going to throw it in your face. And actually, she says bem, okay? She says que eu vou jogar because let me click here with the mouse. Because I will throw it. Okay? Throw it. It's like they don't use it. They don't say like because I'm gonna throw my butt in your face or And so, what is that bem na sua cara? Well, she's like, if we were to translate it, bem means well. And so well is not that I'm gonna throw well in your face. I mean, that's just a horrible translation. So how could we translate this to be more American, okay? Well, basically what we would say would be, because I am going to throw it right in your face, right? And so that bem means, it's just to emphasize, you know, right in your face, exactly, in your face, exactly, pinpointing in your face, okay? And so that's what she means when she says que eu vou jogar bem na sua cara. Agora, she says here, bem na sua cara in the chorus, bem na sua cara, and so she says right in your face, and so that's how you would say right in your face. And she says eu vou rebolar, rebolar, okay? And now you might hear some people saying rebolar, rar. You don't have to do that. You can just say eu vou rebolar, lar, okay, R, just a regular R sound like we have in American English, okay? Rebolar. So she says eu vou rebolar, which means she says she's gonna shake it, you know, she's gonna shake her ass. Rebolar means to shake your ass here in Brazil. So rebolar, you'll hear that a lot in songs, a lot, especially in Anitta songs or funk songs, those kinds of songs. You're gonna hear rebolar all the time. Actually, if the song doesn't have rebolar in it, I don't even think it becomes a hit. And so check it out, it's a really good song. Let's go to, she says here, eu vou rebolar, I'm gonna shake it right in your face. You can see bem na sua cara. Once again, bem na sua cara. And so she says, bem na sua cara, right in your face. And then the final phrase there, the final line is hoje, eu vou, okay? Ju, okay? Is how we would say the 5 basic vowels. Hoje eu vou jogar bem na sua cara. Hoje eu vou jogar bem na sua cara. And so hoje here means today. Eu, me, I will jogar, which means to play, jogar, okay? Jogar futebol means to play football. Bem, right, na, in, sua, your, cara, face. So she says, today I will throw it right in your face. Awesome. Well, I really hope you enjoyed this Brazilian Portuguese lesson with me, Alex Barros, and I hope that you'll comment, you'll like, you'll subscribe to the channel. Please tell me if there are other Brazilian songs that you would like to see. Please let me know. I will be glad to make a whole lesson with them and help you learn English or help you learn Portuguese the best way possible, with music, with entertainment, with things that are up to date here in Brazil. And so that's it for today. Until the next lesson, keep on practicing.